Hi there and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Thanks for joining me today. Today we are going to focus on the lower body. We're going to get some benefits of mobility through the shoulders, increasing flexibility and mobility in those shoulders, and then really working hamstrings, glutes, quadriceps, and just really getting stronger each and every step of the way. We're going to start at the top of our mat, and we're going to roll those shoulders up and back, allowing the shoulders to slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Let's pull those hands to heart center and sink into those legs, coming to chair pose. Knees remain hip width apart. Chest is lifted. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift those arms overhead, keeping the palms to gently touch, and then pull those hands back to heart center. Evening out that weight distribution in those legs, extend and pull it back to heart center. Again, lift through those arms, keeping those palms gently touching, fingers are spread wide, and pulling it back to center. Now you don't have to extend all the way, so if you're feeling any tension, resistance, any pain in the shoulders, please don't go extending all the way. And we want to keep those hands right out in front just a little bit, so we're not going straight overhead, just slightly forward. One more time, hands to heart center. This time we rise, extending the arms, and exhale, arch it back. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Pull those hands to heart center. We sit back to chair. Find a focal point out in front of you. We shift our weight forward, lifting the heels. And back, we touch the heels. Weight shifts into those heels. Shift it forward, lift them. Heels down, shift your weight back to your heels. Again, shift it forward, lift the heels. Already feeling those quadriceps, shifting it back to the heels. And forward once again, heels lift. And weight back to the heels one more time. Shift your weight to your heels. And then come forward, lifting the heels. And rise. Stay high on the balls of the feet. Extending and lengthening. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Oh my goodness, waking up those feet, waking up the ankles, the legs, slowly lowering those arms down by your side, and gently bringing those heels back to the mat. Shift your weight to the heels. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Nice stretch on the backs of the legs. Breathe. Arms are heavy, head's heavy. Just shifting your weight forward and back. Toes to heels, heels to toes. We're going to get those legs stronger. Each and every breath, each and every motion. Always checking in, making sure we're being kind. Just feel that great stretch all through that lower back and down the backs of the legs. Let's keep the weight in the heels and slowly bend the knees, lowering your bottom down towards the earth. And then slowly extend those legs. Forward fold again, keeping the weight in the heels. Bend your knees, lowering down. This time shift your weight to your left foot. As you extend the legs, extend that right leg to the sky. And gently place it back down and bend the knees, coming into a nice tight little squat. And then exhale, shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. We bend and sink. So just take this at your pace, keeping the core strong. As you exhale, extend and reach and release. Extend and reach, left toes to the sky. Release it down, weights in the heels. Bend and squat. Again, shift the weight to the left, right toes to the sky. Release it down and coming into that nice little squat. And last time, shift to the right, left toes to the sky. Release it down and squat. Coming into a tight little squat, as low as feels right to you. Crossing the arms over the shins, a little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Switch so the other arm is on top. Release the hands. Extend those to forward fold. Rolling it up, one vertebra at a time. Stacking each vertebra, big shoulder roll, up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Let's take a giant step, opening up those legs. Wingspans, toes are turned out. Fingertips reach. Rotate palms to the sky and sink into those legs. Pull the hands to heart center, goddess pose. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. This time, full lift. Squeeze your buns at the top. And sink back to goddess pose. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and sink. And rise, full extension, squeeze your buns. And sink back to goddess pose. Inhale, half lift. And sink. Inhale, rise. This time, come up onto the tiptoes. Heels down and sink. Half lift. Inhale. And release. This time, extend and lift up onto those tiptoes. And sink, half and up. Sink and rise. One more time. Release the heels. Sink, half lift. Sink and rise up to those tiptoes and release. Let's sink into goddess pose. Extend those arms out to a T. We rotate through the torso, rotating through that left shoulder and back to center. Other side, rotate and back to center. We rotate, keeping that core strong, and rotate to center. One more time each side. Getting that mobility through the shoulder, iron up those legs, and rise. And sink, pull those hands back to goddess pose. We alternate lifting heels, doesn't matter which one. Whatever feels right to you. Staying low into those legs. And breathe. One more time each side. And rise. Extend those arms out to a T. Breathe. Hinge it forward all the way over. Releasing the hands. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Breathe. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, bend. Right knee. And rise. And left knee bends. We sink, going side to side, gluing the soles of the feet to the earth. Mobility through those hips, strengthening those legs. We're going to build on this sequence. You can always stay right here. If you wish, lift the chest and sink and rise. Sink. Take it at your pace. Breathe, keeping that core strong, alternating side to side. So we're going to intensify. We're going to build on this if you like. As you sink, extend those arms out, lift the toes, sink even deeper, and rise, and sink as low as is right for you, and rise, working with those arms, keeping those toes right in line with the knee. So wherever your knee is tracking, so are your toes. Pull it back to center one more time each side. Breathe. You feeling those legs? Yes, indeed. And rise and sink back to goddess pose. If you need to adjust your feet, adjust your feet. Little pulses. Breathe. This is going to fire up the heart, the respiratory rate. Getting blood flow into those legs. You feel that heat. Breathe. 2 more. And rise. Extend those arms. Open those arms out to a T. And exhale, hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Let's heel toe those feet in once. Find your breath. Drawing that upper body towards the space between your legs. Breathe. And let's slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time, with a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. We turn and step back towards the top of the mat. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands to heart center. Shift your weight to your left leg. Right leg steps back to a lunge. And we rise, lifting that right knee. Step it back to a 90-degree lunge. And lift the knee. So we can have a little tap of that right knee to the mat if you like, or you can keep that right leg long. We're lowering and we're lifting. We're working balance. Strengthen the legs. Keeping that pelvis facing front. Making sure that that right hip, that right side of your pelvis isn't pulling back. And breathe. Feeling the glutes as you press through that left heel. Breathe one more time. And rise. And release that right leg. Lifting the left knee. We step it back, that 90-degree lunge. And we rise. So we can add that knee lift, or you can have a little toe tap. So we're going to challenge our balance as much as you're ready to challenge it. Keeping that 90 degrees, keeping that pelvis facing front. Find a rhythm that works for you. Stretching through the arch of the feet, the toes, really firing up the glutes. Making sure that that front knee is tracking behind the toes. Just a couple more. Find your breath. Last one. And release. Arms down by your sides, palms open to the sky. Inhale, reach to the sky and sit to chair. And rise. And sit to chair. Arms can be overhead, or those hands can be at heart center. We lower and we rise. 3 more times. Working with your breath, firing up through those heels, squeezing your buns at the top. We rise and open. Once again, act back out to wingspans. Rotate your palms. Inhale, reach to the sky. Sunflowers, grand plie. Reach and squeeze your buns at the top. Grand plie. And reach. Breathing. Your pace. Your breath. 3 more. Oh, thinking that beautiful body. For working so hard. Mindful of our form. Those knees are going right out over those toes. Last one. And we're going to sink it right back down into our goddess pose. Breathe. So we're going to be light on our feet, and we're going to shift from side to side. We rotate and lunge and come back to center and rotate the other side and lunge and back to center. So as slow as you need it to be. A little tap of the knee to the mat if you like. Don't have to go that low. Find your breath. 1 more time each side. And back to goddess. And rise. Extend those arms and a gentle arch back. Palms stay touching. Breathe. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Open those arms out to a T and sink. Breathe. Release your hands to the insides of the knees. A little push away. Looking out over the opposite shoulder. Inhale it back to center. And exhale, press it away. Inhale it back to center. 1 more time each side. Press it away. And back to center. And press it away. And back to center. And rise. Reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Heel toe those feet in. Feet are just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Toes are slightly turned open. Shift your weight to your heels and slowly bend your knees, lowering down into frog pose. Breathe. Let's gently sway that frog pose from side to side. Kind of a figure 8 or infinity symbol, just kind of forward and back, whatever feels right to you. Coming back to center, and let's slowly lower the bottom, lift the chest. If frog pose is as much as the knees and the hips are ready to go today, don't force it. We press through that outer edge of your feet, pinky toe side edge of your foot, drawing that pelvis through, lifting the chest. Find your breath. Let's press through the heels, and as slowly as you can, rise. Doing your best not to lift your bottom first, but to lead through the crown of the head. As you exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up nice and tall, and release your arms down by your sides. Let's turn, step back to the top of the mat, to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Hanging in forward fold, relaxing the upper body. And just breathe. Hands to the elbows, we hold on and gently sway side to side. Coming back to center, release your arms. Slowly shift your weight to your heels. And we're going to bend those knees. Once again, lowering down. You're welcome to extend those arms out in front or release them down to the mat. And then slowly press through the heels to extend those legs. Again, bending, lowering down. And rise. Breathe. Once again, we bend and lower. And we rise. One more time, bend and lower. And we rise. This time we're going to roll it all the way back up. With a big shoulder roll up and back, shoulders slide down and away. We pull the hands to heart center, shifting our weight to our left foot. Right foot crosses in front, big toe just barely touching the earth. As you're ready, lifting that right leg just above that left knee. Weight is in our heels, and we sit to our figure 4. Stretching through that right hip, we rise, coming halfway up, and exhale, sink, and rise, and sink. You are welcome to hold on to a chair, be it the wall, a countertop to help keep you balanced. That single leg squat, very challenging, and sink. So we're coming about 1/3 of the way, 2/3 of the way up, and then sink. One more time. We rise, and we sink, and we rise. We sweep that right foot around behind us, extending left arm to the sky, right hand reaching down, taking a hold along the inside of your right foot. Our dancer's pose. Shoulder rolled open, that right shoulder. We lengthen and reach through those left fingertips. You can choose to stay right here or begin to press that right foot into your right hand as you guide it back and up. You are welcome to keep that chest tall or hinge deeper into your dancer's pose. Breathe. Inhale, bending that left knee. A little or a lot. Challenge yourself. Feel that left glute and rise. Slowly drawing the knee back towards one another. Releasing the foot, standing tall. Inhale, sink. And rise, reach and extend to the sky. And sit to chair. And rise. One more time. Inhale, sink. And rise. Big circle of those arms to the back. Hands to heart center. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left foot crosses either in front of the foot or above the knee. You decide what's right for you. And we're going to sink. as low as feels right to you, stretching through that left hip, activating that right leg. Inhale, we come up, and exhale, we sink. We rise, and we sink. Rise, keeping that core strong, finding that focal point out in front of you, that single point that you can focus on, your drishti. 2 more times. We rise and we sink. We rise and we sink. This time we're going to rise. And we're going to kick that left foot back. Right arm extends to the sky. Left hand taking a hold along the inside or the arch of that left foot. Drawing the knees towards one another. We press that left foot into the hand as the hand guides the foot towards the sky. Chest can stay lifted or hinge it forward. Breathe. We can keep that right leg long or you can sink. Find your breath. Use that drishti, that focal point. And we rise, pulling those knees back towards one another. Releasing the foot, standing tall, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, arch it back, palms stay gently touching, spread your fingers wide. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Gently bend the knees, slowly lowering down, safely coming down onto your bottom. Extend the legs, flex your feet, reach to the sky, hinging forward. Forward fold, release the hands, let your head be heavy. Little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, release those arms down to shoulder height. Soften your feet and ever so slowly roll it back. See if you can touch each vertebra one at a time to the mat. And relax. Drawing that right knee in towards your chest. Right leg extends to the sky. Breathe. Add a flex of that right foot. Press to your heel. Noticing that stretch down the back of the leg. Would you like to intensify that stretch? Bring your hands behind your leg and start to walk those hands up towards your foot. If that's a little too much for that lower back, bend that left knee. Place the sole of the foot to the earth. If you need a strap, you can always wrap that strap around the arch of your foot or around the ankle and use that to gently pull. We really want to work to keep that right leg as long as we can. Breathe. Point your toes. See how that changes things up, that really nice stretch all through your foot and through the front of the shin. And then flex your foot. Now it transfers all back down the back of the leg. If you like, lift that upper body. Drawing your nose towards that right knee. And gently release your upper body back down. Bending that right knee, right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee. And gently pull it across. Return and take our gaze out over that right arm. Our supine spinal twist. Beautiful stretch through that right hip into the lower back. Awesome work today. Getting those legs, those glutes strong. Some added little bonuses for the shoulders, for the chest, that lower back. I love those little added bonuses in different places. Releasing that left hand, rolling it back to center. Extending right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Pulling that left knee in. Extending that left leg to the sky. Point your toes. Breathe. What do you feel? Add a flex of that left foot. Beautiful stretch down the back of that left leg. As you wish, bringing the hands to that left leg. If you've got your strap, wrap it around the arch of the foot or the ankle and gently begin to pull. Again, if that's too much for the lower back, bend that right knee, sole of the foot to the earth. Otherwise, keep that right leg long. And we're working to get that full extension of that left leg. If you're feeling pressure behind the knee, softly bend that knee. We don't want the pressure behind the knee. And just breathe. Feels good to you? Lift that upper body. Draw your nose towards your knee. Just intensifying only as feels right to you. Be kind. And slowly releasing that upper body back down. Release the hands, bend that left knee, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and just gently guide your leg across your body. We turn and look out over that left arm. That feels so good. Releasing that right hand, rolling it back to center. Extending left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Let's draw the feet in towards the bottom. Let's heel toe those feet open, turning the toes towards one another and allowing the knees to just gently touch. Hands come to the hips or rest down by your sides. Just find a comfortable place for your arms to be, your hands to be. Now, if having those knees gently touching is not super comfortable, you're welcome to bring the soles of the feet together and allow those knees to open. Or keep those legs long. Whatever feels the very best to you. You're welcome to rest your hands on your tummy. Just find a place where you can relax, where we can give ourselves permission to just breathe. Slow, steady, deep breaths, adjusting however you need to adjust. Just taking note along the way from the crown of the head down to the tips of the toes. Are you comfortable, or would you be more comfortable in a different position? Every day is different. I want you to be present right here and today, right here and the now. And take care of yourself the way you need to. With those eyes gently closed, the jaw relaxed, we focus on our breath, slow, steady, deep breaths. A time to chill, to relax, to breathe, to help stimulate that vagus nerve, helping that parasympathetic nervous system to activate that calm, safe sense about us. Resetting, quieting, calming. We stay focused on those slow, steady, deep breaths. allowing ourselves to remain present here in this moment within each and every breath we take, yet allowing that mind to be quiet, just focusing on the breath. This safe, calm place, promoting well-being and health. Letting go of anything that's weighing you down. Opening the heart, the mind to joy and happiness. Feeling light and carefree. Each day, new day, a reset and an opportunity for beautiful things to happen. And I celebrate you today and every day you do something kind for yourself. That we take time to create the very best versions of ourselves we can. I honor you every step of the way. Let's gently draw one knee in towards the chest. Just slowly, slowly start to wiggle your fingers. Rock back to your heels, wiggle your toes. Feels good to you, extend those arms overhead and reach. With those arms overhead, a little pelvic tilt, pressing the small of the back against the earth. And let's just squeeze those buns as you begin to lift those hips towards the sky, just activating those hamstrings, those glutes, realigning that spine, feeling the strength and the power within your body, and then ever so slowly lowering back down one vertebra at a time. And allowing that pelvis to come to rest. We pull the knees in towards the chest, circling those arms around, holding on to those shins and just gently rock side to side. Now you are welcome to roll to one side and use the strength of the arms to help you come back up, or if you wish, coming back to center, bringing the hands behind the thighs, rocking yourself up. We turn and face front. Sitting up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Do that one more time. Just letting go of any tension and any tightness. And allow those shoulders to come to rest. We pull the hands to heart center. And just with a huge grateful heart, I thank you for joining me today. I hope that was fun. I hope it was challenging. I hope your legs feel like $1,000,000. And I hope you just have the very best day. Take care of yourself. Be well. And until the next time. Namaste.